All right, welcome back to another portfolio update. This one is on the total earned dividend income on top of the options income. So I'm going to go into detail of what I've made, what I'm holding, and what I've done to make, just to show you guys an update on the month of June. So just to give you an update on the whole account here, for today, we were up 383. Aftermarket down a little bit, 50 bucks. Past week, 696. 1 month, 1696. 3 months, 4516. Year to date, 6394. 1 year mark, 7733. And overall, since I started, we're up 18,800 at 52%. And that 52 includes dividend payments, options, and appreciation of the stocks. So as you guys can see, the buying power is 66,000. If you're new here, I recently started using margin with Robinhood, so I'll show you the details. Cash right now, I'm holding 62.79. Margin is up to 60,586. So it's the 66,000 plus the 54 that I have sitting in the account. So the 54, I'll show you guys the details here. So 54 is total value of the account, subtracting the cat, well, with including the cash, I guess. So it's 62, I'm sorry, 48,000 plus the 6,200. So gives us 54. Buying power 66, which is the cash and the margin. So I do pay for the Robinhood Gold. You can see up there, it says gold. I have that option. So this is left. Okay, so this is what they're paying me on. They pay 5% interest on the cash that I'm holding, and it's showing zero right now because I've been using margin a lot. So I recently got out of the options, and I'll show you guys the details on all of that. So first, let's get into the income that came in from dividends. So let's go to history and show you guys dividend income for the month of June. I do this every month, so just come back and watch them. Well, I try to do a video a week. I've been busy, so I've been kind of skipping a few here and there, but I give you guys updates on what I'm doing. So first one was Ford. I have 50 shares. They paid 750, and I'll give you guys the total as well. The next one is what is this? JEPI, 6233. I have 173 shares. JEPQ, 37 shares, 1664. Unilever, 19 shares, 856. This is the Yield Max ETF for Microsoft. 5 shares, they paid 243. This is the Yield Max for Tesla. 57 shares at paid 36.82. Exxon, 10 shares, 950. AGNC, 40 shares, 480. Pfizer, 13 shares, 546. Main Street, 10 shares, 240. Realty Income, 84 shares, 2205. Stag, 45 shares, 555. And PSEC, 140 shares, 840. FEPI, 10 shares at 1150. Main Street paid again, 10 shares, $3. ARR, 7 shares, $1.68. SPHD is the last one, 47 shares at 612. So the total, okay, and then we have UGI coming up. QYLD didn't come in June, so that's 53 bucks there. I'm not counting that. This is all July. So SCHD, and these are the ones that are going to come up again. I'll scroll through so you guys can see. Those are the ones pending for July, so those are not paid yet. So the total for June in dividend income was $214.74. Not exactly 300 like the goal is right now, but I've been cleaning the account, so I've been deleting some of the or exiting some of the options and having some money sit in the cash and using some things. So anyway, so we're at 214.74, and on top of that, there was a little bit of interest. We're going to add into that. So the interest last month, I don't know, it's not showing it right now, but it was $4.33, $4.33, not much. So that's around $219 total for dividend income. Now let's get into the options, and I'll show you guys what I'm doing. So options are making a little bit more money and a little bit riskier. So I am using margin for this, so you guys know. And I'm only selling cash secured puts with the margin money, or if I have the shares, I'm selling covered calls. So that's it. I'm not getting any riskier like buying calls or buying puts. Actually, I did that a little bit, but not too big. So I'm gonna count all the money that came in, and we're gonna subtract as we go, and I'll show you guys. So I did sell right there at the bottom, made 1104 with selling puts on GameStop. Okay, so I'm gonna scroll through. Then we exited that 732. I paid that back, so there's a little profit there, 300 something. We had $13 right there on a call on AMC. I sold another put on GameStop, 360, bought it back, minus 90. Then another $8. That's a call on 100 shares that I have. That was $8. Another one, another put, 25. That was a Tesla put, 55. And I'll give you guys the total at the end. So GameStop, another one at 170. AMC, $2. I bought the GameStop back, minus 65. Bought the Tesla back at minus 2. Sold another GameStop, 975. And then we had in June, this is all June. June a $5 one, AMC a $4 one. There's a lot of canceled ones there, expirations there, and that's it. Okay, so the total for options in June was $1,832. So that's not including my exits here in July. You can see those coming up. I'll show you guys those in a second. So that was $1,832 profit. Now I'm using margin, like I said. And the total, so the total for the month with dividends and options, $2,051.07, which is great. It's a little riskier than just dividends, so be careful if you guys are going to do this. So that was it for the month. Now, as you can see in July, I did do a call on Chewy and then bought it back, or sold and bought. The difference was $4. So that's a positive $4. And then that large 975 GameStop from July, it's minus right there. I sold out of it 360. So it gave me a profit around $600. So I'm just going to count everything in June and leave it as is. So we still have a positive of 1832. And then in July, we were negative right now, but I'm still going to be selling options, and it's going to hopefully turn positive this month. We're only in the second day of July. So just so you guys know, total over $2,000 for the month. Not bad. And be very careful if you guys are going to use margin account on Robinhood. They do charge interest, and I'll show you guys. I think I can show you. Margin, where are you? I don't know if it gives me. Okay, that's just buying power, why it's what it is. But either way, it does charge you interest. I think it's like 6% or something like that. So just keep in mind, you do have to pay interest. I do pay $5 a month in a Robinhood Gold account. So the first $1,000 of margin doesn't get charged interest, which is helpful. And I earn 5% on my cash with the Gold account that I have. So the Gold account is $5 a month with Robinhood. So not bad. So yeah, that's what's going on. So right now I'm waiting to see if I should do another option on GameStop just because it's so volatile. It pays a lot. So I'm thinking of going August 2nd, selling another put, maybe at $20. Right now it's paying 90 to 97. So if we do 15 contracts, that's what it's going to cost, $28,650. You get instant check or instant deposit of $1,350 in the account, but you run the risk of buying GameStop at $20. So just be careful if you guys are doing this, okay? So I'm looking to see if we can make a little bit more money this month. If we bank anything positive is good. So we'll see. I was also thinking of using Nvidia since they're down. I like selling puts. So if I sell a Nvidia, even if next week, sell a put at, let's say, 120, 120. I don't know if it's going to be great. That's a little bit riskier, I think. But let's say we do that and we'll do, let's say, two. See available to trade right there. If you guys see at the top, it says Nvidia and it says 33,000 available. The margin, I have a lot of margin, but it only gives you a certain amount per stock, I guess, depending on how volatile they are. So I have 33,000 to use. This would cost me 23,000, but it makes $405 for next Friday. So that's a week and a half from today. Or I can exit out before like I've been doing. So make a little profit, make a couple $100, and get out, profit. So we'll see. I mean, I could do it for this Friday since there's a July 4th is a non-trading day. So if we go to 120, it's a lot less, but we can do two. Now, if Nvidia goes under 120, we're buying that at 120. So that could make us 115 bucks. So, all right, guys, let me know if you have any questions. I know you guys had questions on margin. I think I answered those. The minimum I think Robinhood wants in the value of the account is at least $2,000 to have a margin account. They call it a margin maintenance fee. You can look it up. Look up Robinhood margin maintenance, margin requirements, and all of that. So just be very careful if you're going to use margin. Right now, I'm not using any of it. It's all sitting there. I just got out this morning, so it's all money. I'm hopefully keep making profit. So I'm very happy with the results for June. 2 grand, not bad. We are negative for July, negative 300 and something. So technically, you could call that positive 1,700 bucks overall, which is great. So I'm going to keep building the account and hopefully get to 100,000 someday. All right, guys, put it in the comments if you have questions. Like and subscribe. Thanks.